This house made me £27,000 profit in just 2 months. But here's the thing, I almost lost it halfway through. Let me show you the exact numbers. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Indy Mann. As you know, I help people understand property development, BRR, HMOs, flips. I take you to my sites when we're doing a project, but right now we're waiting for planning on a project in Warsaw. So today I'll take you through my very first flip I done, and what worked, what didn't work, and the lessons you can take away from it. So my very first project I bought as a residential, my very first was commercial, but this is on the residential side. So the very first one I bought, this property on Fowler Street in Wolverhampton, WV3 area, and I bought it for £96,000. It was on the auction, and it needed modernization. It needed the carpets were old, the kitchen was outdated, damp, the garden was overgrown, and the GDV, the done up value, market value, was around them days. It was about 190,000 plus. Them houses are way more right now today, but I'm talking long time ago. So then it was about 190,000 plus the value. So here's the numbers. The numbers are a little bit different. I'll explain to you in a minute why. But why it cost me and what I've done and what I sold it for, what I could have sold it for, is just a little story behind it. So basically, if I would have sold it after a full refurb, the refurb would have cost me roughly about £30,000. Kitchen, bathroom, plastering, electrics, and sorting the garden out, and obviously stamp duty and other fees, roughly about £5,000. And then obviously I could have sold it for about £190,000, and I would have made a pre-tax profit of, I think, about £52,000. But the real numbers are here like this. So I purchased it for £96,000, and I was my second month into the refurb, and I had spent about 10k on the refurb so far. We had stripped the house back to bare brick. We had cut the garden back. We had chopped one massive tree in the garden, and we had got this we actually done the fencing at the back as well. It was a huge garden. We done the fencing at the back as well, and I was second month into my refurb, and then something magical happened. So 96k purchase price, and 10k I spent on the refurb so far, 5k fees, stamp duty, and that brought the total to £111,000 all in up to now. And a gentleman approached me outside my house when we were refurbing. I was getting some supplies off this builder yard's truck, and he actually said that he wanted to buy that property, but obviously we outbidded him, and he was bidding on that exact day, but he stopped bidding and we took the bid and we won it. So I asked him, I was just asking that, do you want to buy it now? And he said yes, he would love to buy it now. And I told him that, look, this is what we've done, this is how much I've spent right now, and this is what I want for it now, so are you willing to pay the price? He agreed. We agreed a price, and then what happened was that my numbers were 96,000 purchase price, 10,000 on the refurb I had done so far, £5,000 fees and stamp duty, so it was £111,000 all in so far. So I agreed a purchase price, I sold to him, agreed the price at £138,000, and that gave me a pre-tax profit of £27,000 in a matter of 2 months. And although I used to do most of the work myself then, although I didn't face these challenges myself, but I can tell you that these are the challenges you can face if I was to go through the whole flip the project myself, you could have delays with the contractors. You could have unaccepted expected issues. For example, the roof might need replacing, or it could have another big issue. Say there was a rising damp, that could add up to your costs. And then at the end, even after, I was very lucky that I found a buyer straight away walking around outside, but the sale could take longer than planned. Okay, so you need to factor all these costs into your budget when you're doing a budget for your flip. So for me, and I think for anyone doing a flip, and from this video as well, the key takeaways would be that, number one, flipping works, but only if, number one, you buy below market value, which I did. You budget for the unexpected, which I didn't have on that first flip, and you need to know your exit strategy, which I had a clear strategy that I'm going to sell it. And if I would have failed to sell it, then obviously I would have refinanced it, because there was enough equity in there where I could have refinanced it. I could have recycled my money. But that was my very first residential profit, and I actually wanted to sell it. That's why I wanted to raise that. I want to increase my buying power more, basically, which I did. So guys, that brings me to the end of the video. Smash the like button if you want more of these real case studies from my property journey. I can share them with you, and in my next video I will show you how to spot a profitable deal before you buy it. So until then, keep working hard. Peace out.